Thank you, Chris. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Beetmobile. Beetmobile will become the mobile access provider powered by the crowd. What we're trying to do is, or how we started, our idea came up in June this year. Then we've built a prototype which we were presenting in San Francisco at the TechCrunch Disrupt, which showed the first thing we are going to show now in a second. At LeWeb, we have our alpha up, so you can go to beetmobile.com and get an invitation to use the application. Our goal is to be at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona and launch the application to the public. But let me do a quick market check first before I tell what we're going to do. I like everybody, because we're the last pitch, everybody fell to sleep and the food is already eaten. Please, everybody raise your arms. Yeah? Raise your arms. Come on, maybe the judges as well. Go raise your arms. And who has a smart device? If you have a smart device, leave your arm up. Leave your arms up there. Okay, everybody has one. And take your arm down if you're living in France. Okay, a lot of people keep their arms up. Okay. Who of you guys have a French SIM card? Okay. Okay, nobody's having a French SIM. Some have a French SIM card. So all the guys, that's my problem. I'm not from France. I'm traveling to France. I don't have a French SIM card, and I pay a lot of roaming costs. Last year when I traveled to LeWeb, I had about 2,000 euros of just roaming costs when I was traveling here. And I think a lot of people know what I'm talking about. So, as I said, there are more than 1 billion smartphones in 2013. And just France, 75 million people are visiting France just per year from abroad. And they all hate roaming too. So what we do is, we're taking advantage of the mobile tethering functionality, which are built into modern smartphones. And this is the app we are showing at TechCrunch Disrupt already. The application can act as a mobile hotspot or can connect to another mobile hotspot set up by Beetmobile. So this is how it works. The application is launched. You see at the upper left that there's no tethering sign on. It automatically starts a mobile hotspot. As you see, it has a dynamic name on it and has a dynamic password as well. So we just transmit it, and the phone on the right-hand side wants to access. So here it launches the application as well. You see it's no access at the upper right. And then, through the connection of the application, it gets the dynamic name of the mobile hotspot and connects to the dynamic password it retrieves. So this is the basic functionality of Beetmobile. And we're online. So what we do is we have a secure sharing of internet access through mobile phones. Maybe you guys know Phone or Free here in France. It's very easy to set up. The usability to share your connection and get access to another mobile phone's connection. You don't have to type in any cryptic words, cryptic passwords. It's all done by the application. And the best thing, you're saving money at once. But what's happening if you have a Wi-Fi only device? You can't get access and retrieve the passwords over the internet and connects to the other device. So there are devices like iPads, iPods, or even MP3 players, which are just Wi-Fi only devices. So we thought we have to help them as well to get online wherever they want. So let's connect these devices. So this was the second step of the development of our software, to really connect two devices which couldn't really see and talk each other before. And what we're doing is we're using all these kinds of different communication technologies which are built into these kind of devices. You can name it. It's from NFC to Bluetooth, RRDA, all this stuff which is in there. But the user doesn't really want to know, and he's not caring. It's really a mess of setting up something like that. So the application is doing that, and we are taking care of it. This is the application, how it will look like. So we call it the Explorer. it explores the area around you through these communication technologies and sees who's up, what kind of services they are offered. And you can take care of these services. As you can see, it's not just on internet access anymore, not just internet access. And this actually is how it works right now, as we are in the alpha phase, so it's a little different from the designing though, but it's still working. So you see there are services up, there are devices up, even there are printers up, which you can print some files or documents as you can connect to these new communication levels. And also, they're still getting access through this application. So now take a step further and think about what we are doing. Through the Beetmobile application, as we are putting that on different devices, we're building up a network of different devices who are using services of other devices. And at the end, you can go even indirectly and use a smaller connection to a device close to you, to another device who's next to you, and maybe this has online access and can use this one. So what we're trying to build is like a new mobile small network which you can use services within, whether it's messaging, it's gaming, or it's even getting access to someone who's indirectly connected to you. So this is why we think we will be the mobile access provider powered by the crowd, because everybody can contribute to become a hub and a hotspot within the network. Thank you.
You had me in terms of the market need. You know, it's obviously a big market, very oligopolistic providers everywhere, carriers, etc. However, providing a tethering solution to is like the word tethering solution to any carrier is like red meat to a bulldog.
Yeah.
I don't get how.
Michael, let's ask you to hold the mic a little closer. So there we go.
Thank you, Chris. How are you providing the tethering solution? Are you working with the carriers, getting the approvals to provide this? It's not entirely clear how you're weaving this network together.
Actually, we're taking advantage of the existing connections of the users, because there are hubs who already have like a flat rate on their plan, on their data plan, and they can easily share with other people.
But again, carriers don't like that. Carriers don't like me to share my Wi-Fi with other users.
There's a very strong movement of providers because they have a problem with their 3G networks. The topic data offloading of the 3 networks is very interesting. When you have a mesh network set up, you can easily put the traffic on a different route to get access on a 3G network. So you can if you have like 2 cells and one is overcrowded, you can move the traffic to the other cell. And this is going to be done by such a network. This could be done with such a network.
So they see you as load balancing?
For example, I think it's the right word.
So yeah, I definitely love the market idea and the technology. It seems like you're addressing or you've solved some really hard problems on the technology side. But my question is, it seems like you've got a big network effect problem, that you sort of need to rely on how do you get everyone on here, and how do you, aside from relying on just altruism and, just getting these robust networks to emerge, seems like it's a big issue.
We asked the same question, and that was in the first phase where somebody had to share his internet access. What is his motivation to do that? So this is why the second step is so important, because there are times where you don't have any internet access, maybe in the train or somewhere else, where you need a connection to someone else, or you want to connect to someone else, but then it's like a very viral product. If you're in the mood to connect with someone else, you ask him to install the same kind of software for yourself. So the product won't work if you don't show any value without just offering the internet access. So if I install the software because I want to play a game, like a multiplayer game, like ad hoc mesh network, there's a value for me to tell you, please install the app so we can easily access each other, and then I'm installed on the device. So this is very important.
So my question is, I see why all of us in the room want to have access to the, cheaper data, free data in this case. But why does that one guy who has the French SIM card give us all access to it? And what does he get from it?
Maybe it's like just adding to the question before. This could be in the business model as well. It could be earning some points if I give access to other people, which I can use at a certain time later on for using other services within the network. This could be a very motivation of doing that. This is why I say the values of the networking is very important for letting people give their access and taking care of other services.
I have a kind of chasm question, which is, hey, tech community, kids, like all day long, mass market, it feels like a difficult concept for most people to even understand, with concerns about security, but even the notion that they're going to be sharing, tethered access, etc. It just seems like it's going to be difficult to cross from this room into sort of the real world of the quote-unquote average user.
I think most users really don't care the way they're accessed, as long as they're accessed, and it will be a good way to be below some kind of service, maybe it's a multiplayer game which uses this kind of communication network, which just uses that. I think it's it's not far enough to think just about the tethering option. That's just one service of it, which is a very, very great value we can talk about. But the value of connecting these devices, there are so many possibilities of doing that, and so many value you can give when you connect to different devices to other people, that there's a lot of services which will adopt that.
What will be the roadmap for next year? So here you're on prototype. So what is the roadmap from a technical point of view?
Yeah, so we're not just developing on one platform, so we're developing simultaneously on all platforms, which are important. So we want to roll out on these platforms in March, as said, at Mobile World Congress. And from then on, we really want to go out very big, with a big bang, because it has to be a huge branding thing. The people have to understand the brand and what it offers, and then it will spread virally. So this is the biggest part for the next year.
Okay. That is the end of our time. Thank you very much for bringing us to a close today. We really appreciate you. And good luck to you.